I kind of got into it, and then they realized that I was pushing all this, and two guys on bikes showed up at my door one day and said, "You're selling for us," and that's kind of all it was.
You said okay.
Oh, I sure did.
That's intense.
Yeah, it was. It was a very scary moment, and like they were probably about 6'6", 6'8", 300-pound plus, both.
Like,
Tattoos.
did they come in like friendly?
Yeah, at first they did. Very
Yeah.
friendly. They said, "Hey, how's it going?" They didn't tell me names. They said, "Who are you guys?" And they just said, "We're coming in." And then they come in and said, "Hey, where are you getting your shit from?"
Uh-huh.
I was just like, I don't want to tell you guys. You either tell us or we'll make you tell us.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy, okay, it's this and this person. Well, okay, that's good. That's our supply. As long as you keep it up, then that's okay with us.
Huh.
Yeah.
You moved so much that the bikers came and had a conversation.
It progressively got worse, the more, and the money. It was the money that was the most attractive thing to me. I had money to do whatever, wherever, however I wanted it, anytime, and then, so I started going to the bars, and I'd buy the whole bar drinks all night, $1,000 bar tab. And man, with that came a lot more friends, right? A lot more partying, and I can remember from Friday night till Sunday, I wouldn't be in the house. I ended up moving in with my sister into the basement. My mom, she became very sick. She was dealing with lung cancer. Like I was doing 7 to 10 grams of cocaine a day at that time, and my nose was so plugged up. I couldn't even get anything in there, and I was like, oh, wow, there's some soda. Here's this. Let's cook some up. If I can't snort it, I might as well smoke it. Life just took the most drastic change at that time. I isolated my basement. I sold drugs out of my basement window, and I only sold at that time to pay for my habits. And my progression, my whole life just started going downhill slowly but surely at this point. I'd broken up from a relationship. Doctor had prescribed me antidepressants, sleep aids, all these other things, all these prescribed medications I was taking. I was smoking crack. I was drinking every day. And I didn't want to hang out with people because I wanted to be smoking crack. And being a crack smoker in a small town was, not publicly, not socially acceptable. But if you were a cokehead, that was okay. You could do coke, but no, not the crackhead, right? So I used the excuse that my mom's sick. My mom's going through cancer, They kind of thought that's what was going on in my life more so than the drug use, right? That I was dealing with all this stuff, that I was on antidepressants and I was not sleeping right and I wasn't doing this. So I was able to kind of blow off my addiction a little bit because I was dealing with all that stuff too, right?